Hi guys, how are you? Well, I tried my best to limit my videos down to like one or maybe two a month, but much like Al Pacino in The Godfather, just when I thought I was out, they drag me back in. Okay, good news first of all, I have moved again, but this time to a long-term place we're renting for a while. It's not great, but it's better. But the house is so much lovelier. Check this out. Oh, look, all my books are up there. We've got condensation on the window, but just ignore that. The house is lovely and we are very happy in it. The kids have their own rooms again, less fighting, much happier. Okay, so today's video is back from the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses worldwide, and I think it's a corker, so stay tuned. A little bit of a writing prompt this time from them. The question is, it's 400 years after Armageddon. Describe your typical day. Ooh, it's like a dating show. Describe your typical day. Well, I get up, I shave, I don't bother shaving, I put on yesterday's t-shirt, I check to see if my pants are still clean, and then I get out and clean some windows. Check, so it's 400 years after Armageddon. Describe your typical day. Okay, here we go. I love this. Tobiah Abijah Jazz Victory. Okay, I'm guessing you come from Nigeria or Kenya, Tobiah. Waking up with no need to stretch, smiling at every blossoming breath, anticipation of a new day, of old friends and family. Okay, I don't get you. What's the problem with stretching? I like a good stretch. Who doesn't enjoy a good stretch in bed? Apparently, the new system will require no stretching. That's very disappointing to me. Becca Racco says, still meeting new friends and teaching ancient old ones and family members from every part of the globe. Perhaps some still being resurrected without the distraction of false religion and Satan's wicked world. Learning to gather and cook things from the earth as Jehovah intended without fear of what is in our food. Learning to play the harp. Excuse me. Learning to play the electric guitar. How about that? Paint a picture. Sit under my own fig tree without fear of and enjoy the work of our hands, helping to bring the earth back to paradise. Okay, I'm going to shock you here, Rebecca Racco. You can do all those things without being in a cult right now. Okay, you can learn the harp. Okay, it's really not that hard. I'm sure it's very hard, but it's not hard to start. It's not hard to paint a picture. I paint all kinds of pictures in my house. Okay. Sitting on your own fig tree. That one is a little bit more difficult because you currently need to be in the Middle East. You know, it's a bit difficult if you live in Alaska or Alberta. I just put a fig tree out and it froze. Somebody says, you took my comment. You took my mind, guys. You're idiots. Here's some. Lorraine Jordan says, all I know is I will be 400 years old or younger. That's not how it works. You don't go back to babyhood and then keep reversing the clock, Lorraine. Carmen Tolentino says, so many difficulties. Oh, so many possibilities that I can't even fathom right now. Have to remain faithful, focused, and loyal to be there. That's right, Jehovah. His cult requires deadly loyalty. So Shannon Moore, walking with the sun, with no aches and pains, no longer need my glasses, air smells fresh and clean, birds singing, day is spent in whatever work Jehovah wants me to do. I can hope part of it involves animals and gardens, maybe. Not me. Our circuit overseer told us that if the elders wanted us to work in the sewage plant, would we do it? Would we happily respect their authority? I thought at the time, what, these fuckers think they're going to rule me in the new system too? I don't think so. Spending time with people I love and making new friends. Food that tastes as it should, unlike anything we now know. No stress or fear. Healed body! To be able to walk and run freely. Wonderful. Okay, once again, Shannon, right? Let's break it down. Walking with the sun. The sun's stationary, more or less, so it doesn't really walk with you. No aches and pains. And then how are you going to know if you stub your toe? You think you get like an infection or a big bunion? Ow, sore. No longer need my glasses. You can do that now. It's called LASIK. I got it done. Look at that. Woohoo, no need glasses. Air smells fresh and clean. Yes, it does. Currently, too. Birds singing. I'm listening to them as I speak. Day is spent in whatever Jehovah wants me to do. All the things you just said I can do right now, I'm doing them. I can hope it involves animals and gardens. Yeah, you can hope. Okay, no stress and fear, able to run and walk freely. You can do all those things now, unless you're disabled, in which case then I can see how you're probably waiting for God to fix that. Kathy Spangler, I like your name, Spangler. Being with my father and my three brothers again, serving Jah together with the rest of my family and friends, laughing and enjoying a pain-free world. Well, there are plenty of families who are not together right now because of the Jehovah's Witnesses, who are not enjoying a pain-free world because they lost their mothers or their brothers or their fathers or their sisters. So, Kathy, you're in a cult, pet. Lorena Romo, thank Jehovah for all his blessings every day. Would Jehovah not get bored of this? Serious question, right? If you were like the Almighty, would you not get bored of constantly getting people saying nice things about you? I get embarrassed after like 3 nice comments on my videos. I'm like, oh, Jesus, stop it. If I was God, I would be like, okay, guys, seriously, go and learn the harp or something. Seriously. Okay, preaching to the resurrected, or maybe cooking, building houses for them, just following instructions under our new ruler, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ has got a lot to do, doesn't he? Jesus Christ is probably sitting up there in heaven now, going, "This is all a big workload, Jehovah. I'm not too sure about this. It's a lot to take on." Okay, maybe you could give me, I don't know, like 144,000. Enjoying all with our brotherhood and animals too. Not too sure if that's enjoying with our brotherhood and all animals too. Okay, you might be on the wrong forum here, bet. Angela is happy marsh. Good. Unbelievable and unimaginable, and yet thankful. We are here already, and this world is gone. You sound like you're on. I don't know. You sound like you're on some marijuana, pet. Wise girls rock. Enjoying my family and friends all over the world. Jehovah's creations. My parents and siblings I lost in death. Preaching in the ministry to the ones who died and never got a chance to learn about Jehovah. Can you imagine that you're Plato or Socrates and you wake up and Wise Girls Rock is out there with the modern version of the Truth Book saying, okay, now let me explain to you about how Jesus came magically to earth in 1914 but no one saw him. I can't imagine that they're going to take that message too well, can you? Okay, where are we going? Here's Guy Cresswell. Now, he's just a suck up. He says, will we still be going to the assemblies? I hope so. Oh, yeah. I would want to spend an eternity in assembly, wouldn't you? Christ in a handbag. Joy C. Spry, teaching to the resurrected slaves about Jehovah. Oh, they know all about Jehovah back them days too. Don't worry, there's plenty of Christians beating them with whips. Nola Thando Kebe. Wow, this is so sweet. Okay, I will be enjoying perfect life with animals and other humans who are being resurrected. Forgotten about this world completely. Well, you shouldn't be, because all the benefits of humanity up to date are from this world, dipstick. Okay, now where are we? Unearthing so many different specimens from around the world. Oh, this girl likes rock collecting. So she says she's going to go around and unearth rocks from around the world, going off to explore. Never know when I might lug home. My family and I living in perfect harmony with Jehovah's creations. Actually, there's nothing wrong with that, really. Although, it's all again. If you like rock collecting, do it here. Dear me. Roland Jarvis, out in the woods, petting all the not so wild animals. Because those teeth don't give it away, do they? No. Hello, I'm Tiger. I'm not here to eat you. Come here and pet me. Get closer. Seriously, I'm your friend. Fucking retards. Okay, planning up to be a Jehovah. I don't know. Honestly, you're a retard. Oh, sorry. Hopefully, if I make it, I'll be building on another planet, somewhere in another galaxy, Oliver Cornelius says. I hope so too, Oliver. I hope, if this was true, I hope all the Jehovah's Witnesses just jumped in their spaceships and pissed off to another planet. That would make me happy. And then somebody has the nerve to get involved in this crazy mind fest. It's Paul Coomber. That may be possible after the 1,000th year has ended and we have passed the final test. But until then, we will be teaching and training all those who come back in the resurrection, building homes and growing food for them. It's like, seriously? You're going to tell people what they can do? Honestly, it's fascinating. I'm trying my best to stay positive, but it's not easy, my brother. Oh, no, it's not, says Paul. Satan makes sure of it. Abigail something. Bedzine Hugadoot. Not feeling or dying, it's Monday and we have to go to work. We'll all be working for Jehovah, and that's the best boss we could ask for. I don't know. The Israelites would probably have some issues with that, okay? We love you, Jehovah, but seriously, if we do something wrong, could you not kill us this time? A day out on my wrap, around porch, eating watermelon and watching my kids play with their pet lions, pandas, and zebras. So the pet lions, the pandas, and zebras are just going to hang out together. Okay, that's it. They're just going to hang out together. Again, teeth, guys, okay? Pandas, you can barely get pandas to mate, right? They are the most lazy, non-sexy animals on earth, right? I predict that come the new system, the pandas will be the first to die out, okay? Okay, well, absolutely no health concerns whatsoever, and definitely no worries or anxiety. Okay, well, I'd be worried about my kids playing with a pet lion under any circumstance. Okay, ask those magicians in Las Vegas. Okay, that one who's missing his lower jaw. He thought he could play with lions too. Wanda McDowell Brisbane says going out for a walk, eating breakfast on my patio, while watching the animals before I get dressed and go out on service. That's why I said service. Someone's got to help the resurrected ones adjust. Seriously, if I was resurrected into the new system and Wanda McDowell Brisbane came along with the reasoning book or whatever it is, they've got rid of the reasoning book now. That's tragic. I like that book. That's actually quite a good one. If they come out with a reasoning book and start telling me things, I will punch her. I will punch you, Wanda. I will punch you hard in the face. It's all Africans these days. Bongui Kwakbe preaching, and later conduct a Bible study with Queen Nandi. That's King Shaka's mom. Oh, King Shaka Zulu. Hopefully her son will be there too, says Paul. Oh, that's brilliant. Because all these queens and kings are dying for Bongwindi Kwabe to teach them. This is just ridiculous. Here's somebody, Susan Edison says, sweet, what a beautiful day. Sun is shining, a warm breeze. I can't say it. The deer are here. A bear came by. Oh, she's doing it like she's actually here. A bear came by earlier. I went earlier to my private spot and prayed and gave my heart again to Jehovah. She's, oh, it's my God. She's like a teenage girl. In a little while, my it's like, oh, I love One Direction. I give my heart to One Direction. In a little while, my grandfather and some close friends will come for dinner in the backyard. We eat the most wonderful meal. The flavours of the vegetables and the fruit are like nothing we have tasted before. And then we will gather around the fire and thanks and talk about all the things that Jehovah has done and how grateful. War went to bed under the leadership of our great king. I'm trying to fix this because the woman was nuts. It's hard to tell, isn't it? Another great and wonderful gift that Jehovah has given us. We have the privilege to live in paradise conditions. As we say our goodbyes in the night, we sleep the sleep of babes, knowing that our King is ruling over heaven and earth, and most wonderful God Jehovah is watching over us. This is atrocious. Oh, dear me. All I know for sure is I'll be busy and loving every minute of it, says Lance Blackler. Dear me. Bodilia, I like that name. Smith Bahan says, morning worship, straight to daily duties, teaching, welcome back the newly resurrected, tending to my personal garden and crops, feeding my animals, prepared dinner for my family, children and grandchildren, great-grandchildren, personal study, long scented bath, prayer, and unbothered slumber. I had unbothered slumber last night, although I don't have great-grandchildren, thank God. Hard to imagine, says Corrine Walters, waking up younger, no aches and pains, smell the clean fresh air, birds singing, animals playing, the sound of children's laughter, the sound of my parents and grandparents talking together, maybe listening to the purring of the lion. Again with the lions, people! Stop bothering the lions, they're going to bite you in the face. Or the tiger comes, the tiger will just gobble you up. The paws are like this, I will gobble your head. Oh my God. Art, music, build something, help my family grow something. Talk to Jehovah. That sounds a bit desperate, Joanne Holcomb. Everyone's comments are so beautiful, brought tears to my eyes. No, they didn't bring tears to my eyes, brought tears of laughter. Yeah. Hopefully being there with my family the day after Armageddon will be the biggest relief. I will be so happy now that 7 billion people have died. Taking music lessons from Beethoven, says Rebecca Seister. Okay, this one cracks me up. So Beethoven comes back into the new system because he didn't get the message from the Jehovah's Witnesses. And the first thing he does is he realizes, hey, is it Beethoven or Mozart was deaf? Was Beethoven deaf? Let's check this. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, He was the deaf German. So he wakes up, he goes, what's this sound coming into my ears? And then he goes, oh my God, it's awful. Dark days are here. Man lives in fear. And he says, who is torturing and raping music? Who has done this? And then somebody comes to the door and says, what, you don't like our music, Beethoven? This is some of the finest music that was ever created before the end of the times. You should love it. And Beethoven says, you have taken me back to my own personal hell. And then the next day you come and you do your study with Beethoven and you say, hey Beethoven, have you taken up knitting? Why have you got those knitting needles in your hands? And he says, I'm just going to drive them into my ears. Holy rollies, that's terrible. Off to another Bible study, says Kathleen Foots. Well, I hope it's not Beethoven, because the poor man's going to be deaf all over again. Taking care of my honeybees and sharing perfect honey with all. I love honey. You keep it up, Bob. Although maybe honey's nice here too. I like a bit of honey. Morning worship, Bible studies, tending garden, cooking and sleeping, cleaning with family, playing music and singing by ear. Probably piano. Okay. Sleeping in, says Deborah Gray Thibodeau. Wake up and praise Jehovah and thank Jehovah first thing in the morning. Okay. Again with the thanks. Thank me once, I'm okay. Thank me twice, stop it. I thank Jehovah helps deafs show paradise pictures. Okay, Bev, you don't speak English and it's nearly impossible for me to read your stream of consciousness. Cindy Weber says, wake up, pray to Jehovah, thanking him for being in a perfect earth and a perfect body. Some of us are already in a perfect body, Cindy. Ugh. And then on to my day working at the Resurrection Centre, where I help ones who are called to wait for their loved ones to be awoken. I help with hospitality and spiritual support for those coming to receive a loved one and those who find themselves waking to a beautiful new world. This is so retarded. The Resurrection Centre. It's like the scene in Futurama where the guy opens the door for Fry and goes, welcome to the world of tomorrow. Oh, good God in heaven. And then here's the last one I'm going to do for you, okay? Because I've talked for too long. God, I'm too wordy. Blake Anderson says, science. Learn all the science. Blake, you can learn all the science now, or at least as much as your little brain will take in, and you will discover that virtually all the comments above are completely unscientific, right? Including the Resurrection Centre and playing with the toothed animals. Don't do it. Guys, the new system was going to be great, wasn't it? I feel like I'm missing out on that new system already after learning these comments. Do you remember the crap we used to say about it? I said all this and more. And then I had ideas about how when the new system, actually the Armageddon was coming, how would Jehovah link us all up? And I figured that the most practical thing would be that we would all get to the kingdom halls, we would be protected individually inside our kingdom halls. But then I thought, well, if you're walking to the kingdom hall, what if bad people get you? And then I thought, maybe there'll be invisible tunnels of light, or like tunnels of light, and we can walk through them, and they'll just be for us. And everyone else will be like banging on the window saying, let me into your tunnel. And we'd be going, no, we're going to the kingdom hall. We'll be safe in there. You die outside. You made your choice. Okay, I think maybe it was just me that was stupid. Hope you enjoyed this video. I gotta go now. I've got stuff to do. We were dumb, weren't we? Thanks, guys.